Okay, so you really should be starting to work pretty solidly every day on your project. If you're not, you're wasting time and you need to not be doing that. So you should have weekly goals you should be working on. You should have things you should be getting done. Okay. So no sitting around. If you're sitting around, then you haven't planned your project out very well. So there's no reason to just be sitting and staring or messing on the computer but not actually getting anything done. So let's get some work done. So, one of the things you have to do each week is contacting your mentor. I have seen how so many of you contact your mentor, and then at the end you say, "My mentor wasn't very much help to me." And I say, "Well, no wonder because you're not using your mentor very well." Okay, so the very first thing I would say is, first of all, especially if your mentor is somebody over the age of 30, call them once in a while instead of just texting and emailing. That is their language. They're used to talking to people. If you're a junior and senior, go meet them at least once if you can, or Zoom with them and talk to them in person. Um, you need to build a relationship with them. And so just sending them an email once a week and asking them a stupid question, which I've seen many of those guys, is not going to help you. Okay, so my first recommendation is this very early on right now. If you have not talked to your mentor in person, do so. Okay, call them or go meet with them, do something. And then the very first thing you need to do is explain to them what your project is. All of it. Like, what are the things you're trying to get accomplished? What are the different things you can get done that you need to get done? Do you need to do financial reports? Do you need to keep track of all your costs? Do you need to do some research? Do you need to look at some other businesses? Do you need to design a logo? Things like that. Whatever you need to do, make sure they know that and then involve them in the process. So if you're designing a logo, let them help you choose the logo, get their advice, get their feedback. A lot of you send out an email and say, things like, how do you get customers? Well, they don't even know what your business is, guys. That's a terrible question. If they have no idea what is going on in your business, what do you mean? How do you get customers? That's so broad. You need to ask some specific things. Let's say they do, I don't know what it, maybe it's a farmer that's helping you with something. You need to let them very specifically know what you're doing and then ask them a specific question. I'm struggling with this. I don't know how to determine how much I should charge for my service. Can you help me figure that out? Or can you give me some advice on that? Or can you tell me who I might talk to? There are other things. There should be multiple questions each time. And if you guys don't have a kind of relationship, it's very hard to ask those kind of questions. So develop a relationship. So if that means you need to have a Zoom and talk with them in person and just get to know each other a little bit this week, do that. If you need to have a phone call and just introduce yourself and talk about your project more, do that. Involve them in all your processes. Ask for their feedback. Show them your ideas. I have kids doing cutting boards. Show them your sketches for cutting boards. Ask them what they think someone might buy a cutting board for. Bounce ideas off of them. Use them well. So, um, I had this email up because what I do not want to see is a one word question like, um, who do you buy t shirts from? Okay, I've seen questions like that. You haven't even talked to the person yet. They don't even know what kind of t shirts you're trying to sell. This is, in that idea. You don't, they don't know anything more about it. It's too vague of a question if they have no idea about your company and what you're trying to get done. Terrible question. Okay. So the first thing you should do is send an email then and say, "Hi, I would like to introduce myself and get to know you better before we start this mentoring process." And the first thing I would ask them is, "Do you have time to talk to me on the phone sometime this week?" Tell them I have class from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. I've used the whole time every day this week. Does that time work for you? And then sign it. All right. And see if they'll reply to you and if you could set up a time to talk to them on the phone. That is what I would make sure happens this week if you have not done that. Okay. Much better email, conversational, personal, than just sending a thing that says, who do you buy t shirts from? Okay. Build a relationship, work on that. Use those mentors. They want to help you, you guys, but you don't use them very well. You don't ask the right questions. They have no idea what's going on. You just do it to fill the I want to say duty, but that's not whatever the assignment to talk to your mentor, and you're not actually getting anything out of them that you could. So please do a better job with that. See if we can build those mentor relationships and really they can help you. Okay. Ask me if you have questions. Ask your advisor if you have questions. Let's try to do a better job with our mentors. Good luck.